Hello friends, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be providing you the solution of our lab VPC Flow Logs Analyze Network Traffic. Okay, before that, I already uploaded the solution of the remaining labs like this. So you can check on my channel. There will be a playlist of Red Challenge lab solution. There are the solution of each and every lab of the Red Challenge. So without wasting our time, let's start the lab. Click on this lab. Wait for it to load. Once the page get loaded, click on the start lab button. So wait for the page to load. There are total 5 tasks that we need to perform. So click on the start lab button. Our credentials will be loaded up. Wait for it. Simply right click on open Google Cloud Console. Click open it in private window or incognito mode. It is important step to open it in incognito mode, otherwise you will face certain error. In the email address, just simply paste the username in the email address. Select it, paste the email address. Click on next button. It will ask you for the password. Copy this password. Come back to here, enter the password, hit enter button, wait for it to load. It will redirect us to the Google Cloud Console. In my case, it didn't show any pop-up, but if in your case it show any pop-up, the first pop-up will ask you for the I understand button. So click on this I understand. After that, here a pop-up will arise of terms and conditions. So simply click on the checkbox and click on agree and continue. After that, this page will be loaded up. Okay. So now what you need to do, simply click on this activate cloud shell. Come back to here. Scroll down to the task 1. We need to click on the VPS network, then we need to open VPC network. So come back to here. Under the dashboard, go to the VPC network and click on VPC networks. Open it. You can minimize this. Let me minimize and wait for the VPC networks to load. We need to create a new VPC network. So click on create VPC network. Now come back to the lab. These are the credentials that we need to copy. So first of all, copy the name of the VPC network. Come back here in the name section, paste it. Be careful about the extra spacing. You can leave the description empty, but I'm pasting my YouTube channel name. It is being notified. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and like the video. Now what we need to do, we need to create a new subset. Make sure it is selected to custom. Copy this name for the new subset. Copy this carefully. Come back to here. Paste it. Once again, be careful about the extra spacing in the region. Let's see what would be the region. The region will be US West 1 and the IP range will be this one. So simply copy the IP range address. Copy it very carefully without any extra spacing. So select US West 1 in the region. In the IPv4 range, paste the IP range. After that, click on Flow Logs on. Open it. Let me check. Yes. After that, what we need to do, scroll down, click on create button. Wait for it to load. It will get created. So wait for it to create. Cut it. Now you can see it's loading now. VPC net is now loading. Once it get completed, this loading cursor will be removed from here, and after that we can click on the check my progress. So I'm skipping this part because it can take 2 to 3 minutes to create. So I'm skipping the part. Once it's get completed, the loading cursor will be removed from here. Now you can see message has arrived, successfully creating the network, and you can see there are total 2 network, default network and VPC net. It means our network is connected and created. Okay, now come back to the lab, scroll down, click on this check my progress because we created a custom network, and click on the check my progress on this because we already created a subnet. Now we are done with this. Now we need to create a firewall rule. So simply copy the firewall name, copy it, come back to here, click on firewall. We need to create a new firewall rule. Okay, so wait for it to load. We need to click on create firewall rule, not on policy. So click on firewall rule. Wait for it to load. हमें firewall rule बनाना है, policy नहीं, तो इस बात का ध्यान रखें. पेस्ट करें नाम जो हमने कॉपी किया, स्पेसिंग का ध्यान रखें. After pasting the name, we need to select the network as VPC net. Now come back to the lab. Now our target text will be HTTP server. So copy this carefully. Come back to here. Scroll down in the target text, paste it. Now we need to paste the IPv4 range. So copy the IPv4 ranges, copy it carefully, come back to here, paste it. Now select TCP ports in it. We need to enter the port. So port will be this one, 80,22. Copy it carefully without any extra spacing. Paste it here. Now scroll down, click on create button. It will create a new firewall rule for us. So wait for it to create. You will get a message successfully created the firewall rule. So wait for it. It's now loading. Now you can see successfully created the firewall rule. Now what you need to do, simply come back to here, scroll down, click on check my progress, and you will get a green tick in this also. Okay, so now we are done with the task 2 assessment. Task 1 assessment is completed. Jump to the task 2. Now we need to create a new instance, VM instance. So first of all, copy this name, web server. Come back to here in the dashboard. Click on this icon, navigation bar. Now here select the compute engine. In compute engine, click on VM instances. We need to create a new VM instance. You can cut this. Wait for the page to load. Now as you can see, our VM instance is loading. So wait for it. Click on create instance button to create a new instance. Now we need to paste the name that we copied. So wait for the page to load. Keep patience. So it only depends on the network, how much stronger the network you have, it gets quickly loaded. So remove this name, select it, remove it, paste the name that we copied. Now what you need to do, change the region. So click on this drop down menu. From here select US West 1 Oregon. After that change the machine series, so change it to N1. Machine type will also be get changes, so click on the machine type, click on the F1 micro. That's it. Now scroll down, simply scroll down. Click on this allow HTTP traffic. Now scroll down, click on this advanced option button. Click on networking. Scroll down, click on the default. Now in the network, change the default network to VPC net. Now under the subnetwork, you can see it's showing you must select a subnetwork, but I am unable to select any subnetwork. In your case, it may be automatically selected any subnetwork, but it's giving me an error. That's why I will refresh the page, so it will solve my error. Okay, so if you face the same issue, then simply refresh the page, and we need to refill the entries. So once again, we need to copy this name, and we need to follow the steps that we do right now. So I'm just fast forwarding the video from here, because we need to simply follow the steps that I already done. So just I'm forwarding the video from here. Now as you can see, our subnetwork is automatically loaded. That's what I'm talking about. But if if it throw any error in your case, then simply refresh the page, follow the steps that I told you. Once again, just click on the done button. Once you're done with that, click on the create button. It will create a new VM instance. Once you're done with that, what you need to do, just wait for it the page to load. The status is in the progress, so wait for it to get a green tick. Try to refresh the page. Now as you can see, there's a green tick on our VM instance. So just come back to the lab, scroll down, click on check my progress, and it will throw a green tick to you. Wait for it. As you can see, our assessment is completed. Now scroll down, come back to this dashboard, click on the SSH button. It will connect us with the SSH VM instance terminal. So wait for it to load. It will establish the connection with the virtual machine. Wait for it, it will take 2 minutes. Now as you can see, our SSH terminal is connected. Now come back to the lab, copy this first code, come back to the terminal, paste it, hit enter, wait for the code to run, copy this third number of code, come back to the terminal. Once this code get run, then we need to paste that code that we copied. So paste it, hit enter, and wait for this code to run. Copy the fourth number of code, come back to the SSH terminal. It's loading, still loading. So wait for it to run. It will take around 1 minute, just it. That's it. So wait for it. Now paste the command, hit enter. This code will also get run. Now click copy this. We need to come out of this shell. That's why we paste exit and hit enter. It will automatically closed up. Okay. Now click on check my progress. It will give a green tick to us. So you can see our assessment is complete. In this way, our task 2 is also get complete. Now we need to complete the third task. So jump back to here, come here. In the search menu, search for log flow. Click on the logs explorer. In the middle, my Wi-Fi network goes off, so I need to manage that. So don't worry. Once logs explorer get connected, we need to make certain changes. So wait for it. The logs explorer page is quite heavy, so it takes time to get loaded. So wait for it. Click on next button. Next. Skip this. Click on next. Done with this. As I told you, this page is heavy, so wait for it to load. Now once it's get loaded, first of all, cut this tab, learn tutorial tab. After that, we need to click on the sub network. So wait for it to cut. This part will take show a lot of latency, so be patient. Click on sub network button. There it will load the data for us. After that, under the log name, scroll down. Yes, under the log name, you need to select the compute.google APIs. So click on this. It will also show the green tick after it got done. As you can see, there's a green tick. Now after that, what you need to do? We need to run the query. So click on run query. This is the part of the fourth task. We don't need to perform anything in the third task. So we are skipping the third task. This is the part of fourth task. Wait for the query to be run. Now click on more action. Click on create sync and it will open the Google Cloud Console. So wait for it to open. Now in the sync name, we need for the sync name, come back to lab, scroll down to the fourth task. This is the for the sync name, we need to type VPC flow. So copy this, come back to here, paste it, click on the next button. Now for the select sync services, we need to select BigQuery dataset. Under the select BigQuery dataset, we need to create a new BigQuery dataset, and the name of the BigQuery dataset will be this. Select this one, BQ underscore VPC flow. So copy it carefully. Come back to here in the dataset ID, paste it, click on create dataset. It will create the dataset. After that, simply click on the next button, click on the next, click on create sync, and it will create our sync that is required for us. So wait for it to be load. Now you can see your log sync was successfully created. Now dismiss it. Come back to the log explorer tab. Here we need to run a certain query. So what we need to do? Come back to the lab. Wait, yes. Scroll down. Copy this code. Copy it carefully from export to equals to. Copy export to equals to. Copy it. Come back to here. Now activate the Cloud Shell. To activate the Cloud Shell, click on this top right icon. It will open our Cloud Shell and it will connect our connection with the Cloud Shell. So wait for it to load. The video is going to be lengthy and complex. So carefully watch each and every step and follow each and every step and be patient. Wait for it to get connected. Now paste the code that we copied. We need the external IP. So go to the log sync menu. Here, click on this. From here, select compute engine and go to the VM instance. Open it in the new tab. Wait for the VM instance to load. We need external IP of our instance, VM instance. Okay, so we are fetching that IP. Wait for the page to load. It's opening our VM instance page. Now scroll a bit and copy this external IP. First of all, wait the page to be loaded successfully. After that, scroll and copy the external ID. Click on this copy button. It will copy the external ID to the clipboard. Now come back to the Cloud Shell where you copy the code or paste the code. Now paste the external IP and hit enter. Now once you're done with that, come back to the lab, copy this, come back to here, paste it and hit enter. Now wait for it to run. Now once it's get completed, come back to the lab, scroll down, click on check my progress, and that's it. It will throw a green tick. If in the first try it didn't throw a green tick, and started to throw any error and try 2 to 3 times, after the gap of 1 minute you will certainly get a green tick. That's it. We are done with each and every task. We don't need to perform any other task. Let's check. Yes, congratulations. We have completed all the tasks. This is the solution of the lab. So we can now click on end lab button, click on submit button. The video is really got lengthy. So yes, click on submit button, give the star rating, come back, wait for the page to load, and you will see a green tick beside the lab. So you can see there's a green tick beside the lab. So it is the solution of this lab. So this is the solution of the lab. If you like the video, so make sure you hit the like button. If you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I will keep uploading the solution of the remaining labs. So make sure you stay tuned with my channel. And if you have any query, you can also ask me in the Telegram group, because there will be the facility of the screenshots and the more intellectual talk. So you can join the Telegram group. The link will be in the description box. Thank you very much. That's it. Goodbye.